Micah 7. Woe is me, for I am like those gathering fruit and those harvesting grapes, when there is no grape cluster to eat and no fresh figs that my stomach craves. Faithful men have disappeared from the land. There are no godly men left. They all wait in ambush to shed blood. They hunt their own brother with a net. They are experts at doing evil. Government officials and judges take bribes. Prominent men announce what they wish, and they plan it out. The best of them is like a thorn. Their godly are like thorn bushes. Woe to you, watchmen! Your appointed punishment is on the way. The time of their confusion is now. Do not rely on a friend. Do not trust a companion. Even with the one who lies in your arms, do not share secrets. For a son thinks his father is a fool, and a daughter challenges her mother, and a daughter-in-law her mother-in-law, and a man's enemies are his own family. But I will keep watch for the Lord. I will wait for the God who delivers me. My God will listen to me. My enemies do not gloat over me. Though I have fallen, I will get up. Though I sit in darkness, the Lord will be my light. I must endure the Lord's fury, for I have sinned against him. But then he will defend my cause and accomplish justice on my behalf. He will lead me out into the light. I will witness his deliverance. When my enemies see this, they will be covered with shame. They will say to me, "Where is the Lord your God?" I will gloat over them. Then they will be trampled down like mud in the streets. It will be a day for rebuilding walls. It will be a day your boundary will be extended. In that day, people will come to you from Assyria, as far as Egypt, from Egypt, as far as the Euphrates River, from the sea coast and the mountains. The earth will become desolate because of what its inhabitants have done. Shepherd your people with your rod, the flock that belongs to you, the one that lives alone in the thicket in the midst of a pasture land. Allow them to graze in Bashan and Gilead, as they did in old days, as the days when you departed from the land of Egypt. I will show you miraculous deeds. Nations will see this and be disappointed by all their strength. They will put their hands over their mouth and act as if, as if they were deaf. They will lick the dust like a snake, like serpents crawling on the ground. They will come trembling from their strongholds to the Lord our God. They will be terrified of you. Who is a God like you? Who forgives sins and pardons the rebellion of those who remain among his people? Who does not stay angry forever but delights in showing loyal love? Who will once again have mercy on us? Who will conquer our evil deeds? Who will hurl all our sins into the depths of the sea? You will be loyal to Jacob and extend your loyal love to Abraham, which you promised on oath to our ancestors in ancient times. All right, so woe is me. So Micah does not escape the destruction that's coming. The people who are righteous do not escape the destruction that's coming. The destruction that's coming is going to be on everyone. For I am like those gathering fruit and those gathering grapes when there is no grape cluster to eat and there's no figs that their stomachs crave. So I am like those who go out to gather and there's nothing to gather. Faithful men have disappeared from the land. Why is this so? Why is it a woe to him? Because there's nothing to gather. Why? Because faithful men have disappeared from the land. There are no godly men left. Everyone waits in ambush to shed blood, to hunt his own brother with a net. Let me see if there's something here in the footnote. And the upright one among men there is not. They are experts at doing evil. Government officials and judicials take bribe. Prominent men announce what they wish, and they and then they plan it out. Okay, so again, we have a returning to all of the accusations that were happening, the evil that was taking place, how people were exploiting. We're returning to this is what's happening. This is why this is all coming about, because of what you are doing. The best of them is like a thorn. Their God is like a thorn bush. Woe to you, watchmen! Your appointed punishment is on the way. So the watchmen are supposed to watch over the people, supposed to protect the people, and they're supposed to safeguard them, and they are participants in the destruction of others. And now the time of confusion is now. So here is the warning as this destruction is coming. Do not rely on a friend. Do not trust a companion, even those who lie in your arms, your spouse, your family. Do not share secrets. So don't tell them anything. They will use it to exploit you. Guard the doors of your mouth. Yeah, do not say anything. If you tell people where something is and threats come in and someone can escape by turning you over, that's what will happen to you. For a son thinks his father is a fool, and a daughter challenges her mother, a daughter-in-law, her mother-in-law. A man's enemies are his own family. But I will keep watch for the Lord. I will wait for the God who delivers me. So, woe to me. Here's how people are. Here's the destruction that's coming. But I'm waiting for God to deliver. My God will listen to me. So Micah will be heard. My enemies, do not gloat over me. Though I have fallen, I will get up. Though I sit in darkness, the Lord will be my light. So even though destruction is coming upon his people, God is still going to be the delight of those who are the faithful remnant. I must endure the Lord's fury, for I have sinned against him. So this is Micah speaking on behalf of all the people, what we must do. And then he will defend my cause and accomplish justice on my behalf. He will lead me out into the light, and I will witness his deliverance. So we're going to exile. We deserve exile, but God will deliver us. So don't be too hasty there and thinking you're all hot to trot. You're all that in a bag of chips there, Assyria and Babylon. You're not. You're going to get your comeuppance. God will deliver us. When my enemies see this, they will be covered with shame. They will say to me, where is the Lord your God? I will gloat over them. They're going to say, where's the Lord your God? I'm going to gloat over them. Then they will be trampled down like mud in the street. So all the enemies who are doing this now are going to be trampled down when God restores after the time of punishment is over. It will be a day of rebuilding your walls. It will be a day your boundaries will be extended. In that day, people will come to you from Assyria and from Egypt and from the seacoast and the mountains. So we're getting the four corners of the earth, so to speak. People are going to come when the walls are rebuilt, when the boundaries are extended, when restoration happens. The earth will become desolate because of what its inhabitants have done. In that day, judgment is coming on the whole earth. Shepherd your people with your rod, the flock that belongs to you, the one that lives alone in a thicket in the midst of the pasture land. Allow them to graze in Bashan and Gilead as they did in old. So we're going to return to the way that Abraham was faithful in the days of old. Hey, Queen, welcome in. Thanks for the alert. As in the days when you departed from the land of Egypt, I will show you miraculous deeds. So the miraculous deeds that God did in the desert are going to return. Nations will see this and be disappointed by all their strength. They're going to see what God is at work and go, I'm disappointed. I can't do nothing like that. They will put their hands over their mouth. They will act as if they are deaf. Hear no evil, see no evil. No, I can't see these things. I will not speak on. They're too wonderful. I don't want to give you credit for it. They will lick the dust like snakes, like serpents crawling on the ground. They will come trembling from their strongholds to the Lord our God. They will be terrified of you. So they are going to quiver on the ground like snakes. They're not going to be seen, or they're not going to be heard. They're not going to say anything. They're going to come in terror to God. Who is like you, God, who forgives sins and pardons the rebellion of those who remain among his people? So we have the general question, who is like you? The answer is no. We've been describing all of his power, but then we also have the who pardons and forgives sins. Here's the thing that people miss that are always talking about: the God of the Old Testament is an angry God. No, the God of the Old Testament is a patient God. He is waiting hundreds and hundreds of years to pour out this on the people, and then he restores them. Who forgives sins and pardons the rebellion of those who are among his people. God is the only one that brings pardon. Who does not stay angry forever and delight in showing loyal love? God is. Who will once again have mercy on us? God will. Who will conquer our evil deeds? God will. Who will hurl out our sins into the depths of the sea? God will. So God is the one who will punish, but God is the one who will restore. He's the one who's going to bring us back. You will be loyal to Jacob and extend your loyal love to Abraham, which you promised on oath to your ancestors in ancient times. So the problem that the southern kingdom specifically has, and the northern kingdom as well, where God's chosen people, he won't punish us. He won't go into exile. We have the Ark of the Covenant. We cannot lose. They make that mistake time and time again. God is not someone like the gods of the other nation who you do the right behavior in the right way, whether your heart is in it or not, and he's obligated to do anything. God acts as God acts, and he demands our hearts, not our behaviors, but from our hearts, our behaviors flow. All right, we finished it.